You know, we don't get to see the tracks that much, and you pretty much have to be comfortable at being uncomfortable. So the only thing you can really rely on is your basic skills. So if you work on your basic cornering, your braking, your comfortable place on the bike, your comfortable setup, you know, you need that feeling and you need to be comfortable. This needs to be your zone. You need to be able to control everything that's going on here, because when you get out there in the mountains, you don't exactly know what's coming.
Hi guys, Coach Fenz here from FTP Training. We're again joined here by the massive frother himself, Josh Carlson, all the way over from Vancouver land to show us skills and tips on enduro racing. Obviously, top 10 rider in the world this year, knows how to lay it on the line and get loose out there. He's going to teach us some stuff today which is fundamentally important to riding your bike, and I think it's probably something that's massively overlooked. People go from zero to hero too quickly.
For sure, you know, once you become a professional athlete or you think about racing your mountain bike and just racing in general, you know, all you think about is getting fit, getting strong, getting a good bike, getting the right gear. But if you don't have all the fundamental skills in place and the basics sharp, none of that really matters, especially in enduro. You know, we don't get to see the tracks that much, and you pretty much have to be comfortable at being uncomfortable. So the only thing you can really rely on is your basic skills. So if you work on your basic cornering, your braking, your comfortable place on the bike, your comfortable setup, you know, you need that feeling and you need to be comfortable. This needs to be your zone. You need to be able to control everything that's going on here, because when you get out there in the mountains, you don't exactly know what's coming. So when shit hits the fan, you need to be ready.
Yeah, so I mean, what you're going to see now is sort of flatland, washy corners.
Very basic.
Very basic stuff. How long would you spend a week sort of doing this sort of stuff?
So this stuff here, you would substitute 1, maybe 2 sessions a week to do this. Now, you don't have to do this for hours and hours on end, because when you do it too long, you're just going to make yourself worse. You know, then you start, if you do have any bad tendencies, any like bad form or poor skills or stuff like that, and you continue to do that, you just magnify it, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So you keep it simple, 30 minutes to 1 hour a week, just in a grass park or somewhere where you're not going to get in trouble, or mum and dad's front yard, or you know what, you could even do it on asphalt if you don't have any grass, or gravel, you know, a gravel car park. It doesn't have to be a trail, it doesn't have to be lovely. The purpose of it is just the raw basic skills. It's not about speed, just about working on that positioning, that technique, how your bike feels, and just doing it over and over again, doing left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and just swapping, and you know, just paying attention to your elbows, paying attention to where you're looking, paying attention to how your weight feels on the pedals, and you know, how it feels when you turn your hips through a corner. The little things that you don't have time to think about when you're out on the trail, because everything's coming at you. Yeah. You know, you've got trees, you've got rocks, you've got corners, you've got jumps, and the basic skills get overlooked because there's so much other stimulus around you. So when you take all that away, and that's why you come to just a nice, flat, simple area, you put out a couple of witch's hats or pegs, or, you know, just throw your gloves on the ground, you know, find some rubbish. Just put a couple of cans or a couple of VB bottles. A couple of VBs, like here's something we prepared earlier. You know, anything little, just you can throw it on the ground and do a few corners. You know, you can do it at the race prior to going up to the hill. You know, if you're warming up for an enduro race, it's just something to help connect your mind to your body and just get you in the right mindset.
Thanks, mate. Well, look, that's again important information to know for the riders coming into enduro. Don't overlook the basic skills. They need to be set, learned skills. Yep. Because when they're set, learned skills, when you're getting all that visual acuity and that stuff's happening, you just default to what you know. Yep,
exactly. That's the only thing you can rely on. All you can control is you. You know, everything else is uncontrollable. So it doesn't matter if you're number 1 in the world, number 10 in the world, number 100 in the world. Your basic skills are your best tool you have. Yep. So you make that tool as sharp as can be. That's all you can do.
Perfect. Well, let's see you put it into practice. Let's see what people should be practicing.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, so we've set up a small 4 pegs here. That's all you really need. You can do it with 3, you can do it with 2. You can just do a figure 8. We found a couple of pegs. We found a nice flat gravel area So the gravel's quite slippery, so we're not going to be going fast here, but it's perfect to work on those raw skills and those raw cornering techniques that you apply in every corner that you do out on the track. You know, when you think about it, anyone can go fast in a straight line, but not everybody can corner well. So when you put the technique and the skill and then you add the speed, happy days. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to focus on our lefts and rights. So we're going to focus on our outside elbow being nice and high. We're going to look through the turn. It's not going to be fast. We're going to plant our outside foot down, have our inside foot up. So we're pushing our bike into the ground, getting lots of weight on the tires, and you know, just mix it up. You can, if you have 4 pegs or 3 pegs or 2 pegs, witches hats, rubbish, whatever, you just make it up. Just do a left, right, go the opposite way and just continually swap left, right. Do a couple of big turns, do a couple of small ones. They're all different techniques and you do it for a few minutes at a time. So it really gets hardwired into the brain, and just try a few different techniques. You know, start to use your hips, turn your hips through the corners. You know, just point your outside elbow a little bit more, look a little bit more through the turn. And as you do, you refine the skill process and your technique gets a little sharper. And although it feels like you're not really doing much, it's starting to get hardwired into your brain. So like I said, 30 minutes to 1 hour a week, at least, maybe 1 or 2 sessions. Substitute it for riding trails to go to a little flat area, grass. Grass is lovely because when you hit the ground, at least you don't cut yourself and you'll probably fall over, as we all do. Yeah, let's have a go here. We'll go and do a couple of turns. Oh. So you have it, pretty basic, knocked over one. Definitely need to work on my own skills. Just really slow, really easy, focusing on the little things. You know, that's all you have to do. Do it a couple of times, change direction, make it a new little track. Once you start doing it a few times, you could do little time trials. Once you get a little bit of a rut burnt in, or you get a bit comfortable, mark a little course, time yourself, and then all of a sudden you can start incorporating the speed as well as the technique. Then you can watch your time come down, and then you can apply it on the trails and get sharper and sharper.
We do overlook. Everyone does. Everyone overlooks basic skills, and it looks real easy.
It looks real easy.
But it's so easy to wash the front wheel out.
Yep.
So
slippery.
easy. I know. Yeah. I'm just coming back onto the mountain bike again after a bit of a hiatus, and we were up there and it was terrible. I was hopeless, you know, because again, I haven't been doing it. And what I should do is come back to basics, remember to do the basic skills, and then take them back up to the hill.
And you know what, once you've got those skills refined and they're hardwired into your just subconscious, you know, anyone can get fitter. And fitness is something that goes and comes over the season, and your peaks and lows and blah, blah, blah. But your skills, you don't have to be fit to go and do this, but it's something that's forever there. It's always there. So, you know, it's part of the game. It's whether you're super fit, you're unfit. If you've got those skills and those techniques hardwired into your subconscious, so you just naturally do it, it's free time. You know, it's free energy. It's energy you won't spend up on the hill fighting it and grabbing the brakes and skidding through corners or pedaling out, because you're just used to flowing, used to going with it. You're used to your body position, your elbows, your feet, your brakes, looking through the corner, your hips. It just all becomes natural. It's overwhelming at first, but do that a couple of times a week and that's just how you roll from then on.
Superb. Well, look, thanks so much, Josh. It's always fantastic to see the frother in action. You know, given the basic skills, something you shouldn't overlook. Get out there, practice, and become better and better at your skills. I'll catch you on the trail. Bye-bye.